50 years ago, the Jewish people were not able to travel through these areas, simply because of the reason that we were Jewish. But today we can.
50 years ago, 1967, we came back to our land. What a miracle. And today, we're blooming. 465,000 people throughout Judea and Samaria when it was empty.
I'm in the neighborhood in which I'm privileged to live, just overlooking Beit Lechem, the heart of Yehuda, where David HaMelech comes from. And the sounds behind me are like the sounds of children laughing. This is something that we've been looking forward to for a long time. The sounds of renewed building in Judea and Samaria.
We can take our children, show them the stories of Jacob's ladder, of where Avram Avinu put an altar going down Road 60, Derech Avot. We can show people what Avotenu saw. We can do that today. We've been able to do that for 50 years.
We are living in a generation that is celebrating the miracle of returning home. We are returning home to every corner of Yehuda v'Shomron, our biblical heartland. This is part of the miracle that One Israel Fund has merited to be a part of.
This is the One Israel Fund map. This is a map that we made up showing all our different communities. This is the map that you get when you come on our bus trips. You understand where we're going and why we're going there. It's all about the people. We take you to places that you wouldn't get, not only wouldn't get to on your own, you wouldn't even know about. Something happens to your soul in these hills. And our trips, we get on that bus, at the end of the day, 10 hours later, you're not the same person than when you got on the bus in the morning. Something happens to you when you meet the people, when you see these places, when you connect to our past, when you see what's happening here in the present. Every child that's being raised here, every line of Torah that's being learned here, every time we speak Hebrew and call to somebody in Hebrew, this is a victory against our enemies who wanted to make sure that this would never happen. Not only is it happening, it's thriving, and that's due to the partnership that we have with Jews around the world. We're not here for ourselves or by ourselves. We're here with all of you.
So the government's been purchasing new security vehicles to replace the older ones in a lot of the communities, and they basically come bare. We've been putting on better spotlights, improving on their communications, making the vehicle simply more efficient at night to see the threat. When you get reports that a terrorist, because he's seen the vehicle, stopped and had to hide, only later to be caught, these are incredible things. Better tools, the vehicles, is able to let our security chiefs, our people on patrol, get the job done. And that job is to prevent terror. That job is to keep people alive. That job is no more Jewish victims.
שמי שלמה וקנין, הייתי קצין הגנה מרחבית, הייתי אחראי על ביטחון היישובים ביהודה ושומרון. מאז שאני משוחרר, אני קצין ביטחון של מועצת יש"ע. אני עובד בצורה צמודה מאוד עם ארגון One Israel Fund, שלאורך השנים ידע לתמוך אותנו ולסייע לנו לגבי האפודים הקרמיים, למחלקות ביטחון ביישובים. הייתה הבנה שצריך, אבל היה קושי להוציא לפועל, ופה One Israel Fund נרתמה.
You've all heard how the vest campaign started, and it yielded fruits more than we could have imagined. The IDF adopted the design and will now be supplying 4,000 vests to the emergency response teams. It got through to the IDF, it got through to the people that mattered, and they said, this is something we have to put in.
The Pinot Chamotz, the concept and the project is amazing. These soldiers who day in and day out have difficult, stressful jobs to do. And they're young. These are boys and girls, 18 and 19. They're like our own children. They want a home. They want a connection. They want to feel appreciated. The Pinot Chama is a home away from home for them. It gives them energy throughout the whole day to get back to what they need to do, and that's protecting us.
Last year's dinner, we showed you a film of the Pinot Chama and Maleh Michmash that we built in memory of Yanai Weissman, Hashem Yikom Damo. The Bellows family from Chicago saw this film and immediately decided to donate a Pinot Chama of their own. We built a brand new Pinot Chama this year at Tzomet Tapuach, a beautiful Pinot Chama in the heart of the busiest intersection where thousands of Chayalim will be able to enter every single day and connect to the residents, get a little taste of home, and gain the strength that they need to continue to protect us.
So here we are in one of the communities where One Israel Fund was able to sponsor the setting up of a thermal perimeter system that was, thank God, more than matched by the government.
לפעמים אותו גוף יודע לתת 50, 60 ו-70% מהכסף, אבל הוא חייב את המצ'ינג כלפי המנהלים שלו. וכאן אתם נכנסים לתמונה, והודות למצ'ינג הזה, הפרויקט יוצא לפועל, ועל כך יישר כוח.
Almost a week does not go past without me getting a call from one of the security people saying that an infiltration was stopped, the perpetrators were caught, and that's what we're working at. And again, a prime example of a system, of a security chief, using the means and the tools that we're able to give them to ensure that no more Jewish victims doesn't happen where we are.
The Binyamin Medical Center, the most important project we have ever taken upon ourselves, is slowly coming into reality. It is truly a remarkable experience to be able to build an entire hospital from ground up. Slowly but surely, we're making tremendous progress. We have broken ground. We've reached out to the medical professionals throughout Binyamin and discovered hundreds of doctors and nurses, all eager to be able to join with us to provide the most advanced medical service ever imagined in Yehuda v'Shomron. This year has been one long continuing miracle with beautiful projects from the north of Yehuda v'Shomron all the way down to the south, with playgrounds and shuls and yeshivot and mikvaot, and so many beautiful ways in which we are bringing life of rebirth to the land of our forefathers.